and welcome to today's video, and also good morning. It is 10 AM on a Saturday, which means it is the weekend and also my day off. So the plan for today is pretty much just a housework and get things done that need to be done around the house day, and I appreciate it may be a little bit boring, but on a Saturday Dan works pretty much all day, and so a Saturday is my only day to get everything done basically. What needs doing today is getting through mountains upon mountains of washing to clean. Ideally I'd like to get all the floors mopped downstairs, just because that's just a task that you have to flipping do with lino and tiles. I think all of my bad skin on my face might be due to my bedding, and so I'm gonna get all that in the wash today, and hopefully we should stop all the bad skin, because I feel like that's the one thing I address every time. And then I thought about it this morning and thought, you know what, just wash all your bedding, get it all nice and clean, and if that's what's causing it, it should be better tomorrow. Apologies in advance because the house is a bit of a mess. This is my job today, to clean the house, so it is going to start off being very messy and hopefully by the end of it be decent. I normally try to clean the house like on a Friday night, but I was a bit busy last night because I had to take Darcy to the vets again. I went to my mum's for a bit. I just didn't get in until quite late, and then I had loads of problems with Talk and my internet just wasn't working, so you know, one thing after another, and just didn't really get around to cleaning. I just thought, you know what, I'll do it tomorrow. So yes, it's a bit of a mess. You all right, birdie boy? Hello. Hello. Thank you. Can you give me paw? Paw? Good boy. Good lads. Okie dokie. Keep going. Come on. Move, 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 move. Good boy. So we have one in there chewing a bone, which, oh, okay. So if my sofa rips soon, you now know why it will. So we have one chewing a bone and one trying to get it off her. In here, this is a bit messy. We've got a new setup, which I will show you later properly once they're all clean. We have doggy toys everywhere. We have towels on the floor because muddy feet yesterday. We have a wash waiting to go on. We have bits that weren't fully dry out the washing machine last night just hanging over, and this is just washing central. Well, it's all clean, but it all needs folding and stuff. But until then, let's get the most important thing done. It is now 5 to 11, so this morning I have achieved folding all of the clean washing from yesterday. I've put another wash on. I have nearly finished the lounge. I've pretty much, every time I clean the lounge, I have to vacuum the sofas to get any dog hairs off, and then I use like an anti-bac wipe to just wipe it down and to actually clean them. Because when you've got dogs who aren't really supposed to be on the sofas, you will get like muddy paws and slop and snot and whatever else. So yeah, they're all clean. It's been vacuumed. I've moved the table out of the way. So now, because we have lots of room, it becomes a wrestling ring pretty much. So all I'm going to do now is just get ready to mop the floors. And I've just thought they are going to get in dog hairs all over the floor, children. So what I'm gonna do is just come in here and run the hot tap. I'm just finding the stuff to put in to clean floors, basically. And we are done and drying and blocked off to stop pores. I need to wash this bed because it's got like rawhide chew slash slob all over it, as you can see, so that needs to go in the wash today. So this is my next area to clean and conquer. So what you won't have seen yet is this, which, if you remember, this is from my mum's house, which I just haven't used in God knows how long, and so I ended up moving the unit that was here and popping that under the stairs in that cupboard under there. Yeah, it's a bit of a rubbish space really, because it just looks a mess because you've still got all this which needs plastering, and this has been here since I moved in, which is a baby gate that I've never used and actually don't need. It's a wooden colour which I don't like. I bought it because I was really struggling like in my first couple of weeks. But behind here, can you see that? That just blows through like a gale of wind, and it's cold, so that's why that's in front of it, and will continue to be there until I can like get it plastered and boarded up and stuff. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, and I can't get it plastered for months because when my boiler was leaking, turns out it was leaking from here, which has been cut up by British Gas. I was leaking in the pipes at the bottom, which then went from there to that radiator. This is Artex, so it's thick stuff, and it had just bubbled and was starting to fall off here, and which scared the life out of me because it's right next to a plug socket, as you can see. It's dry now though, thankfully, but they reckon that, you know, under the floor is all going to be wet for a long time, and so it needs to dry out for a few months before I can get it plastered. So until then, it's just going to look like a bit shitty, and I can only do my best with what I've got, I'm afraid. I'm also just about to do Darcy's medication. Now, the last day in the life video that you'd have seen was actually last Saturday, so this is just the following weekend. I can't remember what I said now. She's got ingrowing eyelashes. Because she rubs her eyes and scratches them, she then causes ulcers on her eyes. Eyelids have always been very red and irritated. She's had cherry eye in the one eye, and she's had that operated on. Bearing in mind, she only had her first birthday like a week ago, and she's had a lot to deal with, so I had to get her on medication to calm her eyes down. She was on antibiotics to get rid of the ulcer on her eye. That's all cleared up now, thankfully. Only thing then was that she was supposed to be on an anti-inflammatory, which works wonders for her eyes. Honestly, you can really see the difference in her, like, her personality, and she's just calmer and she's less irritated, and she's just a bit nicer all round, because I think it just stops irritating her eyes. Anyway, the vets basically forgot to give us this medication. They forgot to give us the anti-inflammatory. So for a week, I was like, her eyes aren't getting better. And like, what, I didn't understand like why they weren't getting better. Obviously the ulcer was going, but still, like, they were still very irritated, and she was still scratching them, and yeah, a bit of a nightmare. Then she started getting sick, and because she was sick, she couldn't take the anti-inflammatory, and they can't operate on her eyelashes or her eyes until her eyes have calmed down, and if she's not having the anti-inflammatory, her eyes aren't going to calm down. So it's just a pretty shitty cycle. So we went to the vets again and got her like an eye drop form of the anti-inflammatory that she takes orally. That's not really done anything. Went back again yesterday because they'd put her on antibiotics, which are these. Yes, Sinalux, which are antibiotics to stop her being sick, basically. So she's been on those for a day. This is day 2, so I think we've got 2 more days of these. So she's not been sick while she's been having the antibiotics, which is wonderful, because that means I can start giving her the anti-inflammatory on her dinners again. So I mean, that's wonderful news. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is just about to give her antibiotics for the day, or for the first half of the day, and then crack on with some more housework. Okie dokie. So our good friend Cheese is gonna disguise this tablet, hopefully. Darcy, do? No, Bruno. Jesus Christ, you're like a tank, boy. And then, just to make it fair, this is normally a lot easier with two hands, and I can just do like them both together. Fucking hell, Bruno. I'm not eating any more of this cheese, by the way. It's because I've got dog slobber all over my fingers. Basically, I have this cheese on my lunches for work, and as it's now the weekend, I don't need this packet of cheese anymore. Sit down for me. No, Bruno. No. Beautiful. Alright, last one for Bruno. Hold on, sit down. Good boy. Hold on. It's now 1 o'clock and I've just had my brunch. I had beans and sausages on toast, which I didn't actually get to show you because my SD card was full and it's just finished unfulling. It's just finished unfulling. Just finished emptying everything onto my laptop. So what I'm gonna do now is burp. Sorry. I'm just going to have a bit of a break because I'm not really sat down and just chilled since I got up pretty much, and so neither have the dogs, so I'd quite like them to just have a little bit of a nap. I'm going to sit and attempt to watch X on the Beach, but my internet is absolutely rubbish, so I don't know how possible that's going to be, or how long it's going to take me to watch a 40-minute programme because it keeps like buffering. I think I forgot to mention, but TalkTalk are arranging for an engineer to come out again, but that's not until next Saturday, so probably the next time I'm going to do one of these videos. But yeah, so I've got like, what, a week of probably very temperamental internet. I will have to try and just put up with this for a week and then see what the engineer says. And all I'm going to do is just enjoy my cup of tea. I'm going to have to go and clean up my plate. And then on that side... What's the matter? I think she's probably a bit annoyed that I've not let her on my sofa. But with the amount of cleaning I've had to do this morning, no dog is on the sofa today until we've got like throws and stuff on. But they all need washing, and she... Oh, and she's just turned my TV off. Get off. So, as much as it had loaded, as in my programme, I've now just lost everything that it had loaded to because of you. Go and sleep next to your brother. Okay, that is loading. Someone's having a sulk down here. No. And then over here, someone's having a snooze. I know you're sleepy and I know you're tired, but I can't have you on this sofa. You can go and lie with Brew Brew. No, up. No. 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 Come on. Get down.
I'm gonna get fucking terrorised, mate. I'm not even gonna sit in the same room as my mum.
She hates me. But this is semi-loaded, so this is what we're gonna do for now. There we go. Mission accomplished. Dogs are both sleeping on the sofa, so I figured I would do something useful while I have the chance and they're essentially occupied to sort a bit of my paperwork out. I managed to finish my paperwork and you can see the bed is mostly cleared off now, and my desk is nice and clear. I've gone like dead sleepy to the point where all I want to do is just kind of like climb on the sofa and sleep for a bit. I'm hoping all the dogs have been doing for the last hour, few hours, is sleeping on my sofa by the looks of the dog hair. The floor is dry in the hall now, which is good, so that means I can take the little fence thingy away. My bedding is now in the washing machine and I have a whole load of mess to sort out, and yeah, I'm really not feeling like it. The plan was obviously to iron, hence why I kind of got out my ironing board and everything, but do we all just have a nap on the sofas for a bit? Yeah? Let's make a cup of tea and then we will probably all fall asleep, but we need to do you some din-dins as well. Back to being sat down and doing nothing. I have a chocolate mousse, which is also the shittest chocolate mousse I've ever had in my life. I have been doing this thing with my food shopping by where I put what I actually want in my basket and then I find the cheaper equivalent, and these are like Smart Price chocolate mousses, and it's literally like 95% air, and so when you eat it, it's just nothingness. So like that was my first time trying these, and I shan't be buying them again because I think even though like a pack of 6 was like maybe 50p, something like that, it's just really not worth it. They're just nothing. I wanted like some kind of cheap chocolatey treat essentially to eat that wasn't going to be too expensive, and these are just naff. What are you doing? Why do you look guilty? Is it because the cushions are all over the floor and they weren't before? You're a monkey. Right, leave them alone, please. Monkeys. And the pestering begins. No, you're not coming up on the sofa. Let Mummy eat her chocolate mousse in peace. I'm sorry, am I boring you? Let Mummy eat her chocolate mousse in peace. Okay, I'm doing your dinner as we speak, and then I'll feed you and then you can fall asleep in a food coma. Okay? One down. Just the argumentative one. It's dinner time! Now this one is Bruno's, which I'm going to mix in some sardines with. And Darcy's is this one here, which is a bit different to Bruno's. Darcy's is full of chicken and vegetables and rice. And that's because we changed up her diet a little bit with her being sick to try and settle her stomach, because I think kibble probably wasn't the best thing for her. But because she's not been sick in a few days, I can give her the Metacam, which is what I was saying is really good for her, like, because it's an anti-inflammatory, and it's really, really good for her eyes. See, she's already, oh no, I don't want you out there. Darcy, come out here then. I thought you were Darcy, Bree Brew. I thought she was being all good. Right, Broody boy, this is Bruno's dinner of kibble and sardines. Come over here then. Sit down. Good boy. Do it over here. There you go. Piggy number 2, your dinner actually looks way nicer. Let's climb over here. And let's get it all over Mummy's clean rug. Ready? Good girl. So what I want to do is just sit with her and check she's eating it all basically, which I'm sure she will. So they did in the last day in the life video have chicken wings, so raw chicken wings and raw offal, which I think she started being sick on the night of that day that I filmed that, or maybe the Sunday, and I stopped feeding her the raw food. But I do actually want to transfer them onto a raw diet, but for now, until their like specified delivery comes, because they only have like 2 deliveries per month, we are on kibble until maybe like another couple of weeks, I think, and then I'll start them on a raw diet, which should hopefully clear up all of her skin issues. My bedding is now on the drying setting. All of those blankets need washing. Yeah, there's washing up to do and just loads to do, really, that I just really, really don't want to do as of yet. But what time is it? It's now 5. So I still have a cup of tea, but it's cooling down. Good girl. So I kind of just want to drink that and sit and watch the originals for a bit. My flowers have started opening up today too. Literally, when did Dan come round? Dan came round on Wednesday night, and he looked like just out of the blue turned up with flowers and a vase, because the last time he bought me flowers, I'd already got some Valentine's Day flowers in a vase, and then he turned up with more like a week later. And obviously I only had the one vase, and my Valentine's flowers were still like pretty and perfect, and I was like, oh, I don't want to bin them. So I had like 2 bouquets in one vase, and it looked gorgeous. But yeah, he saw a vase, so he got me the vase. But they're starting to open up now, and they look so pretty. See? They're getting there, look. I think they were pretty much fully closed on Wednesday, so we're now on Saturday. So they're opening up quite nicely. I absolutely love having flowers in the lounge, like they just look so nice. He's such a good egg. He constantly buys me flowers. He really is lovely. Let's just check on you. You've just burped at me. That was lovely. You finished? You finished? She's like, no, Mum. I'm still licking the bowl. Careful, you're gonna break Mummy's jumper. Ow! Get off my leg. Ow! 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 You're too big! You're too big! You're too big! Look at this belly! Look at this belly! Look at this belly! Get him, Darcy! Get him! Got your belly, got your belly. Darcy soon. Don't you bite me. That way. Got you. Got you. Well, I'm knackered. So Bruno is probably ready to collapse now. Deary me. I am absolutely knackered, Brew. Now, just coming up to 8:05. This one has just had a bath and is a little bit grotty. And this one is next to have a bath. Except he is really, really heavy and is scared of the stairs. And so Mummy has to carry him up the stairs. My bedding has finished and I've made my bed with my nice clean bedding, and I've just put a load of their blankets and stuff in the wash. All clean. You happy or do you hate me? Ready? Go. Go. Oh, what's in there? Oh. So we've never been up here before. Come on then. Come on. We need to go down. Yeah. Doesn't like the stairs. It's now 10 p.m. So I bathed both of the dogs and now we're all on the sofa. After I bathed them, I cleaned my room and tidied it all, cleaned the wardrobes, as you know, that are all mirrored, and all the sides. And then I cleaned the bathroom because it was covered in dog hairs. And then I had a shower, washed my hair, and then got in fresh pyjamas, moisturised my face, and then came downstairs. And we're just spending a bit of time together on the sofa. At the minute, we can't seem to get comfortable because apparently my lap isn't big enough. Ideally, I think we would both be sat on my lap, but this is as good as we're getting, I think. So normally, Darcy Doo is on my lap and then Bruno sort of leans over my hip, as you can see, and then we have like one paw that just chills on my thigh. This is the family. Her eyes seem a little bit irritated, and yeah, so we'll have to put some more eye drops in before bed, and she needs to have another antibiotic actually, so you can have some more cheese before bed, as long as it doesn't give you nightmares. You both smell lovely. You do. You smell lovely. You smell like biscuits. Their blankets are still in the dryer, so we're not going to bed until their blankets are dry because I'm not sending them to bed without any blankets. And the only blankets that I have are a bit dirty and a bit like dog smelling, Don't lick his ears. So, yes, we want fresh bedding for all of us. So Mummy gets fresh bedding and you get fresh bedding. So hopefully we can all have, thank you. It's going to taste horrible and probably not smell very nice for you. Hopefully we can all have a nice long sleep and a nice lie-in where we don't wee our beds, because that would be nice, and we don't poop our beds, because that would be even better. So yeah, pretty much what we're going to do now is just sit and watch Netflix and wait for the tumble dryer to finish. They'll have a bit of a nap, and yeah, then I shall be heading off to bed. Right, well, it's now 11:20, so we need to go to bed. They're both snoring and have been asleep for ages and are probably going to ignore me now. So we've got Darcy just behind me here, and then Bruno's kind of in front of me. Should we go to bed? Oh, someone's farted. Come on then, because Mummy's tired and wants to go to bed. Ow, to bed. Just trod on me. Ugh, heavy sausage roll. Kisses for you. Kisses for you. Come on then. You're both so soft. Ooh. Come on then. Right, we've now got empty bladders. Sometimes we can go outside and we can have a wee straight away. And sometimes we can be outside and it takes half an hour to have a wee-wee. So, Bruno in your bed. Good boy. Good night, my darling. So that is the cage that they had before, because it's a bit stronger. And this one is the new one. In your bed then, darling. Go on. This one takes a bit more coaxing. Good girl. Good night then. There we go. She's tired. So this is their new bed setup. I think this works out so much better. They don't argue over night time. They've got their own space. We had a few accidents to start off with. I think we've been doing it this way for about a week, maybe a week and a half. And I was having to like wash the bedding quite a lot because they'd either wee in it, or sometimes like Bruno had a bad tummy for a couple of days and so he was pooping in his bed. So now, before we go to bed, I think we're in the routine of we make sure we empty our bladders, and then we go in our bed and they'll fall asleep quite quickly. Officially in my room now, and it's all lovely and clean. My bedding is all clean and lovely, but it's super creased because my washer / dryer has quite like a small drum. It tends to crease everything, and so because it's like a king size duvet cover, it just creases to anything. So I mean, the last time I washed it I actually spent time ironing it, but my iron's a bit rubbish and the creases are quite deep, so we're just going to ignore that. My room is all clean. I feel content. I'm just going to show it you before I mess it all up again. So I still haven't painted this, as you can see. But yeah, I vacuumed and I cleaned off the side, and so we've got nice clean creased bedding, clean sides. I put these little lights on this evening, which I saw in my drawer in the spare room earlier. These actually my friend Amber sent to me, and I never got around to using them, so I've just popped them on there and I think they look quite pretty. Then over here, that's all clean. I really don't watch TV in here, like I just don't, but yes, that's all clean. And then I cleaned all of the mirrors in here, so they look a bit better. And then we have this side with my little heater, because no radiator. yeah, so that's kind of where it ends, and it doesn't look very nice, I appreciate, but also can't be bothered. I think I'm gonna leave it here because I'm conscious that it's gonna get quite long. Hopefully you enjoyed and it wasn't too boring. But yeah, if you want to come over and follow me, links to my Facebook, Instagram and Snapchat are down below. But yeah, have a lovely day and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.